Mobili. Top 10 Japanese powerful inline-four engines, today. The inline-four engine was first put into motorcycles by European manufacturers. But in modern motorcycle history, it is the Japanese that are known for the configuration, with the Honda CB750 Super Four introducing its benefits to the world in an emphatic way. Since then, we've always associated the best of the inline-four motorcycles with Japan, despite excellent efforts from the likes of BMW and MV Agusta. In fact, the last two MotoGP teams to use inline-four engines have been Japanese brands as well. 10. Suzuki GSX-R750. This is the original race bike modified for the road. The GSX-R750 went on sale in 1984 with a ginormous 77 horsepower, and in the intervening years, that peak power has doubled. The GSX-R750 is pretty much the best compromise between the sharpness of a 600 and the accelerative fury of a 1000. It has the same specific output as today's 600s or liter-class motorcycle, and this is one of the rare big super sport bikes you can enjoy equally on the street as well as the track. Not to mention, the 84 Gixxer helped the other manufacturers change the way they designed their super sport products, which gave us bikes with better track performance. 9. Suzuki GSX-S1000. The trio of GSX-S1000S, GSX-S1000, GSX-S1000 GT, GSX-S1000GX, and the Katana all use the same 999 cubic centimeters engine, and that's no bad thing. This engine traces its roots to the K5 GSX-R1000 of 2005 but has been given a comprehensive update in 2022 to bring it in line with the rest of the segment. That means a full suite of electronics monitor things, while internal changes ensure you're not polluting the environment too much. What you can't tell immediately from the spec sheet is that this engine is bulletproof when it comes to reliability. And due to not much need for extensive R&D, the other thing such an old engine offers is a price advantage. So if you want an easy on-the-pocket liter-class bike, these four bikes are a no-brainer. 8. Yamaha MT-10. Like the GSX-S1000, the MT-10 hasn't seen a serious refresh since 2022. It doesn't really need one, though. The crossplane engine on this YM gives it great low-rev response, without sacrificing the top-end rush of an inline-four. It might be a decade and a half old, but refinements over the years have kept it current. As one might expect, it has all the bells and whistles expected from a flagship naked. It even gets electronic suspension in the SP variant, which puts it ahead of its rivals. An equivalent European naked would cost a pretty penny more than the MT, so in its own way, this is also great value. The MT-10 isn't just a good naked motorcycle, we believe it is the best motorcycle, period, from Japan this year. 7. Suzuki Hayabusa. The Hayabusa is a legendary motorcycle, and a significant amount of that legend can be credited to its engine, which has been known to be conducive to power upgrades like this one. In stock form, though, that 187 horsepower figure is underwhelming, thank you, emission norms. But even in stock form, there is a lot of torque spread across the rev range, as it should be with a motorcycle that's known to be comfy enough for touring duties. In its latest update, the Busa has also become quite forgiving, thanks to the full electronics suite and the tight leash they keep the engine on for the most part. However, with a few easy tweaks, you can have the Hayabusa's engine breaching 200 horsepower easily. 6. Yamaha YZF-R1. The R1 uses the same crossplane inline-four from the MT-10, so it offers the same benefits, with great low-down torque while retaining the high-revving, high-horsepower benefits of an inline-four configuration. The result is not just near 200 horsepower, but a broad spread of torque that has had everyone else with an inline engine emulating it, like the new Triumph Tiger. It's a shame, then, that Yamaha seems to be ready to put the YZF-R1M down thanks to the lack of demand for leader-class machines. The company's steep decline in MotoGP doesn't help its case either. We're sure that the R1 won't be updated anytime soon, and we're sure it will be discontinued. So it's important that we appreciate it while it still is here. 5. Suzuki GSX-R1000. While the GSX-R1000 is certainly king of the hill when it comes to the GSX-R range of motorcycles, it hasn't had an update in a while. In 7 years, to be exact. Forgive us for sounding like a broken record while we state yet again that the leader-class motorcycles aren't returning the kind of sales and profits to help sustain it, and for the manufacturers to design something groundbreaking for the next generation. What you see is what you get, and in the case of the Gixxer, you get a reliable, relatively comfortable leader supersport that can still give you the giggles every time you whack the throttle open. Like the Yamaha, though, we're not sure how much longer it will stick around for. 4. Kawasaki ZX-14R. When it comes to naturally aspirated engines, it's hard to not be impressed by the ZX-14R's power unit. It's got the most displacement in this list, it produces the most torque of the NA engines, and Kawasaki designed the ZX-14R to be the king of the quarter mile. Translation: kick the buses, but when it comes to acceleration, this is an even more flexible and powerful engine than the Suzuki in stock form, but it hasn't caught the imagination of the public at large. Must be the cop bike image of the shaft-driven variant keeping people away. Still, this is a gem of an engine. Sadly, it seems likely that we'll see it disappear soon, as the H2 series of motorcycles has taken over the mantle of fastest Kawasaki as well as the sport touring duties. Plus, it simply isn't economical anymore for a manufacturer to sell a model that has no commonality with any other products in the lineup. 3. Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10RR. The Ninja ZX-10RR is a legend in its own right, having broken a number of records in the hands of a certain Jonathan Ray in the WSBK series. That success has also influenced a special liveried Ninja that has us salivating. However, like the other two, we also get a slight sense of neglect for the ZX-10R, since it hasn't seen a significant update since 2021. Like Yamaha, Kawasaki is also facing really lean times in terms of results in the ZX-10RR's racing series, which won't help its case in the marketing department either. For everyone who isn't committed to doing a large number of track days, there's another very flexible liter Inline-Four with a supercharger that Kawasaki offers. 2. Honda CB750 RRR. The Fireblade CB750 wouldn't have made this list. However, the one with the extra R, the CB750 makes a jaw-dropping 215 horsepower, which shows every other Japanese manufacturer who's the biggest, baddest manufacturer of them all, should it put its mind to it. Honda might not be doing well in the top race series in the world, to put it mildly, but they have made a cracker of a liter bike in the Fireblade, with possibly more to come. It still retains its core values of being easy to ride, but should you choose to show it a track, it will manage to keep up with everything Europe has to offer in the hands of an appropriately skilled rider. Oh, and you'll have that howl of a screamer engine to accompany you while you're at it. 1. Kawasaki Ninja H2R. We don't know what it is they're smoking at Kawasaki, but we're sure glad they are. The H2 engine is the first supercharged production engine on a motorcycle in a very long time, and what an engine it is! In street legal form, you can have it in different models in different states of tune, and you'll find it in a European exotic as well, which bodes well for the longevity and reliability of the engine. In its most feral state of tune, you can have 310 horsepower from it, which Kawasaki claims will go up to 326 horsepower with ram air induction. All you need to do to access those extra ponies is ride at its near 250 miles per hour top speed.
I hope to inspire you and help you learn more about your favorite theme. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think.